What's up, everybody? Nick Picks coming to you Sunday morning from a disclosed location we're not going to talk about. But in any case, how about UFC 327? This was, I think, a great card. I think a lot of stuff happened that we said was going to happen. I think it was a pretty predictable card, fairly predictable. But of course, whenever you have Kevin Holland and Yuri Prohaska, whenever you have these guys on the card, it gets pretty unpredictable. But let's get into it. So talking about the first fight of the night, talking about Paulo Costa versus Asmat Murkanov, I think that this was a great fight, back and forth kind of contest. Of course, Paulo didn't, I don't think he really wanted to play with him. I think Asmat was kind of outmatched, looking at how the matchup went. Um, and Paulo got the job done, via body kick. So that's just what it is. Um, Kevin Holland versus Randy Brown. This is another one we kind of predicted. Well, I hope y'all got early money on Kevin Holland being an underdog. I know I did a few parlays just picking Kevin Holland when he was an underdog. He went from plus I think 250 to closing as the favorite, which is kind of insane. So it was a good fight. I know he tried to get the sub. I put the submission prop live, especially the second round. We almost hit it right on the head. You could tell he tried, but Randy didn't go for it, and I can't really blame him for that. So, he got the win, and that's the most important thing. And I think that going forward, he'll have an opportunity to really present himself to the welterweight division. Um, Moving on, Paulo Costa versus Mirzakanov. Man, I told you guys this guy, he was a fluke, and I saw a lot of people picking Mirzakanov, especially you MMA know-it-alls that picked him by knockout first round. Like, I don't know what y'all saw, but this was a horrible matchup from the beginning. So I think Costa kind of just exposed that, and that's just how it went. Cub Swanson, of course, retired last night. I think this is a big moment. He's the last guy from the WEC to be fighting. He's the last of the ancients. But shout out to Cub Swanson. He had a great career, and I think last night was just kind of a preview of what he could do if he takes the sport ultimately seriously. And this kind of shows he probably could have kept fighting if he really wanted to. But it's his time. He said he wants to go be a family man. He can't be mad at that. Love to Cub Swanson. Now, Vicente Luque, I told you guys. I hope y'all got money on this one earlier too, because Vicente came in as a huge underdog. He closed as the underdog as well, which I never understood. I mean, all you again, where did you MMA guys see? Because I saw a lot of people picking Kelvin Gastelum to win this fight, and I don't know how or where y'all got that from. I think the odds were where they were because this was Vicente Luque's first fight at middleweight, but he outclassed him in every kind of way. Also, the main event. And I tried to tell you guys that are picking Yuri because of this yelling and Viking aura and all of that shit y'all were saying. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. Carlos made it look easy. He did it on a broken leg. I don't think it gets like any more simple than that. So, with we told you guys it was gonna be knockout. We told you it was gonna look exactly like Alex did, and that's just what happened. Um, Yuri's not good against precise fighters, and that's just what it is. If you have precision, aim, and power, you're probably gonna beat Yuri because his aggression blinds him, and that aggressive, crazy shit is to me. I've never been a huge fan of it. It's entertaining to watch, right? But it's not a smart fighting style. So shout out Carl.